In the past, people would go to work and get access to much better IT than they would have at home. This is no longer the case. They often have much better IT at home, possibly even in their pocket, than they have in their office. This is a big challenge for businesses because they need to match the provision of advanced services at work. This increased complexity will mean that the IT function needs to be more agile. And it needs to be much better at governing services rather than just adjusting equipment. Businesses were, to a large extent, defined by their physical infrastructure of offices and filing cabinets and the like. This is no longer the case. Increasingly, they want to get rid of office cost and they want to increase worker productivity through flexible arrangements. This implies that the people in the organizations need to have access to a much broader range of tools to help them collaborate and communicate. Physical infrastructures like photocopiers, offices, and filing cabinets, they are of the past. They become less and less important. Instead, digital infrastructures becomes the very fabric of a modern enterprise, such as virtualization over cloud. For businesses, it is a challenge to manage relationships with key stakeholders and customers, and also to allow these in turn to manage their own relationship. Managing relationships implies multiple touch points, such as web portals, phones, emails, instant messaging, and video. Areas such as sales, marketing, and customer services will increasingly rely on the IT function to act as a trusted advisor on how to manage these relationships through the use of IT. In the provision of services, ongoing contact between customers and the business is becoming increasingly critical. In order to do so, customers will increasingly expect access through, for example, video services. The IT function has been focused on how IT is used in the organization. The future will increasingly see the IT function being keenly interested in the data produced and the productivity metrics resulting from the analysis of this data. In an interconnected world of big data, the business will have access to information about business processes, about mobile and remote workers, and about customers' behavior. It will be the IT function's role to help the business make sense of this data. As business becomes much more about numbers, the IT function will, as a trusted advisor, also take on a more important role in the challenge of understanding the importance of these numbers for the business. Future business improvement will increasingly be based on IT. Most innovation these days rely on the integration across various teams and functions. This means that building a really good team is also critical for most businesses. The expectations of the top talent of the millennials is the ability to engage in flexible and remote work. This means that the business cannot be sure that the best team is the one that's situated right here in the same place at the same time. Members may be needing to be recruited from all over the world. In short, innovation will depend critically on the integration of functions through IT. People generally expect to be able to access each other and different services at any point, at any time, at work just as at home, through phone calls, instant messaging, video, email, social network. It is the role of the IT function to negotiate with the board investments in this critical infrastructure. The IT function itself must move out of the back office and into the boardroom. It needs to play an important role in educating the executives in what IT will really matter. and therefore it will need to think of itself as indispensable.